Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic Sean's View End. Your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash Sean's View End.
The WWE's SmackDown review. The highlights, the moments, the key standouts, if there were any from this show. Ladies and gentlemen, I want your exact review. The foundation. Was it hot? Was it sunny? Was it cloudy? Was it rainy? Was it dreary? What was SmackDown to you according to the weather? Okay? It can be cold. It can be frigid. It could be snowy. Hell, it could be an avalanche, which probably isn't a good thing. But ladies and gentlemen, your review, your rating of SmackDown last night, moment of the night, match of the night, superstar of the night, maybe the storyline or the angle of the night. This is the show where we give your review of SmackDown, because truly without you, there is no Sean's View. And that is the facts. That is the bottom line as it concerns all things professional wrestling, because we have unreal news about an unreal sport. And Sean's View Entertainment will continue the tradition of unreal news as it concerns rumors, news, gossip, and speculation in the world and the land of WWE on a day where former WWE star, UFC competitor, MMA performer, Ronda Rousey will compete in what is expected to be her final fight ever in the octagon. And all eyes will be on Netflix tonight, because we all know Ronda Rousey is a former WWE superstar. We all know that she didn't leave WWE on the best of terms. We all know what she said in her book. And now Ronda Rousey is taken to the octagon for the final time Saturday night on Netflix. It is going to be a fight among fights. It will be the main attraction. It will be the main event of the evening. And this, in my opinion, will go down perhaps as one of the most satisfying fights in the girls and the females division as it concerns two women who will give it their all tonight to the fans, to the paying viewers, to the fans that pay for Netflix. Are you going to watch WWE's, UFC, MMA's own Ronda Rousey do her stuff tonight in that octagon? Also, ladies and gentlemen, and it's very sad news, and this is about as sad as it is going to get. I heard rumors and gossip, and then it was sadly, unfortunately, confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, one of the all-time greats, one of the legends, one of the architects of the tag team division, along with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Marty Jannetty undergoes foot amputation, confirmed after year-long sepsis battle. Again, a foot amputation, suffers a tragic foot amputation, Marty Jannetty. And we have heard Marty Jannetty's name on WWE television used in the context of tag teams over the last several weeks on WWE television. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to one of the greatest of all times. Now, in my estimation, in my opinion, Marty Jannetty definitely deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Whether it's as a single star, whether it's as a tag team star with Shawn Michaels, there's no doubt that Marty Jannetty has earned his right, his reputation, his history to be in the Hall of Fame. But that is just the way that I'm seeing it. That is just the way that I am viewing it. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we certainly are not done here, as Tony Khan addresses interest in signing former New Day stars to AEW, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Are they going to AEW? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and will that boost up AEW? Will that boost up the morale, the ratings, the viewership? Will that bring in a whole new audience to AEW? Will the WWE fans follow the New Day over to AEW? Can AEW finally defeat and beat WWE in the ratings and in the viewership? Now, I know what you'll say. Well, no, Sean, AEW, they destroyed NXT last week, and I'd say you're right. The numbers reflect it. The numbers show it. But again, I'm waiting for the day that AEW on a Wednesday night or a Saturday night or a pay-per-view night defeats, destroys, obliterates the WWE in the ratings, in the viewership, in the ticket sales, in the buy rates. I am waiting for them to beat Raw, SmackDown, or a PLE. That is what I'm waiting for. So then it will force the WWE to get better because, in my opinion, SmackDown, listen, I have no problem with the WWE showcasing new talent on SmackDown, fresh faces. It's always a good thing have a rotation of new superstars because you need to build it. You can't keep relying on the old stars. You can't keep relying on the old legends. You can't keep relying on the Hall of Famers. And I get that, and I understand that. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is the way they were utilized. It is the storyline. It is the angles that they were in. And last night's SmackDown was a poor excuse for a SmackDown. Now, again, this show isn't about me. It's about you. But this show truly is Sean's View. But, again, without your view, there is no Sean's View. But fact of the matter is, when you're talking about SmackDown, when you're talking about what SmackDown used to represent and what it used to the feeling you used to get when you watch SmackDown, and last night's SmackDown, to me, it really fell short on a whole hell of a lot of levels. And that, to me, is a very sad state of affairs. SmackDown is in dire straits, ladies and gentlemen. Now, remember to follow me on X or Twitter. I still can't get over the X name. Sounds like some kind of, But anyways, X, Twitter, whatever you want to follow me, guys, follow me on that right now as I post periodically during Raw, during SmackDown, to give you another view, another vision of Sean's View Entertainment on the social medias, on the interwebs, on the interlubes. Sean's View is here for you. Also, Tony Khan responds after fan claims media-trained Tony is becoming a problem. Also, Tony Khan calls out WWE background chatter about AEW's next TV deal. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Gunther conquered Royce Keys. And again, in my opinion, that's not the way it should have went. Royce Keys, like I had no problem, with the way that went down and the way that match happened. But the fact of the matter is, Royce Keys should have, at least they didn't have him tap out. At least they didn't have him give up, because that would have been absolutely horrible. But no, the WWE still did it wrong. TKO, whoever's beyond the creative, whoever the higher-ups is these days, the Triple H's of the world. The fact that the creative team of the world, if anything, Royce Keys should have been added at the triple threat match between Gunther, because I just don't see anything in Gunther, guys. I just don't get the hype with Gunther. Listen, he's lost a lot of weight. He's in physically great shape. He looks good. He looks like $1 million. But the fact of the matter is, I just don't get this hype. We don't want to see Cody Rhodes as the WWE champion. We surely don't want to see Gunther as the WWE champion. You need fresh faces. You need new blood in the main event scene on SmackDown. And the WWE tried to do that last night with Royce Keys, but that just made no sense to me with the whole Gunther thing. You remove Gunther. You make him try to get back that title shot, only to put him into a title shot, only for him to get that title shot back after not signing the contract. That just made absolutely no sense to the brash and the brazen. But be that as it may, it should have been a triple threat match. Royce Keys, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, triple threat match, Clash in Italy. Maybe that's what they're going to do in the future. If I'm on the creative team, if I'm writing this show, I'm going in a completely different direction. At this point, and I hate to say this, I hate to admit this, but the Bischoff-Hogan era in TNA was better than what we got on SmackDown last night. Actually, over the last several SmackDowns, between the gingerbread angle, between the mediocrity, between the uncreative, I'm telling you, I've been going back and watching TNA from the Hogan-Bischoff era, and it is actually better than what we have been getting on SmackDown over the last several weeks. And I'm being serious, guys. I literally am being serious. Also, WWE has added new matches to Saturday night's main event, May the 23rd, next Saturday night on Peacock. Also, we are receiving word, and this is big, this is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The Kingdom returns to AEW with ROH tag team titles in their sights. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on that. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, where where we're here to satisfy your taste buds as concerns all things professional wrestling, whether it be rumor, whether it be news, whether it be innuendo, whether it be your review of Raw, your review of SmackDown. We do it each and every week because we want to hear you raw in the comment section. We don't want you to be mute. We don't want you to be silenced. We don't want you to be backtracked. We don't want you to be sidetracked. We don't want you to be benched. We want you to leave it in the comment section right now and tell us how you truly feel, how you really feel about WWE, about what is going on in the storylines, the angles, the matches, the competitors, the futures, the champions. It all collides here on Sean's View Entertainment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this out with this. We are going to close it out. Cody Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Rhodes reveals full WWE European tour schedule for summer 2026. But the big question is, will he be the WWE champion going into all of that? Also, what fans didn't see before WWE SmackDown involving Blake Monroe. Are you getting amped? Are you getting excited about the debut of Blake Monroe to the main roster of WWE? What kind of impact? What kind of splash? Yes, guys, I'm still sick. I apologize. I'm battling either cold, the flu, the virus, I don't know what kind of virus. I'm battling something. Something's going through my body. Something's going through my soul. Something's going through my brain. But I'm still here, guys, because I don't believe in a day off. I don't believe in quitting. I don't believe in giving up. That is why I give you the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive here on Sean's View Entertainment. Also, an Attitude Era great, an Attitude Era legend. Are they looking to make a comeback in WWE? Is Sean Morley, a.k.a. Val Venus, going to make a return in some capacity to the WWE as he has been in the news as of late? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, plenty more to come. We're going to be here all day giving you the results, giving you the insights, giving you the news, the rumors, and the headlines, because that is the bottom line. Subscribe with plenty more to come from Sean's View Entertainment.